Hello and welcome into BWYellowJackets.com. My name's Luke Schroedl alongside Nichole Shoger, fifth-year women's lacrosse coach here at BW. You guys run into a season this year, lots of awesome new players coming in. 8 young women are on this roster as freshmen. 4 of them started on Sunday. Talk about the young ladies on this roster.
Yeah, I think when we thought about this class, we knew we had to bring in a little bit more depth. And our big focus was higher lax IQ. And you can definitely see that. They're definitely competing hard at practice. They bring a lot of energy. They're our loudest players, so they're the most fun. But they're a really close-knit group, and they work really, really hard, and they've definitely elevated our practices and clearly elevated the starting lineup.
Coach, you returned senior Maddie Rae. She got an All-OAC nod a couple of years back. Didn't get to play last season, but in her first game, OAC Offensive Player of the Week. Talk about her performance and her career high with 6 goals in the game on Sunday.
Yeah, we've really been working on Maddie Rae, helping the team develop and grow, and us not having to lean on Maddie Rae so much. She's done a really good job. To be completely honest, I didn't know she scored 6 goals. It didn't look like she scored 6 goals. But you saw even last season, we leaned on her a lot because we were so young. And a lot of times when shot clock was down to 30 seconds, we tried to get to Maddie Rae. Teams realized that rather quickly, double-teamed her, and we didn't find success. So I give a lot of credit to Maddie Rae developing, growing, and helping this young team and offense play as a unit versus just playing as an individual.
Coach Deanna Lucas, a freshman last season, garnered All-OAC honors. Talk about her and her development from this year and last year.
She definitely came in and she was more stronger on the offensive side, but we knew we wanted her as a midfielder. She had a great defensive presence. It was just building her confidence on the defensive side. And so you've seen tons of growth already. I've seen from her freshman to sophomore year. Again, as a midfielder, we're expecting them to score 1 goal for us, and she definitely produces for us every game. She scored 3 goals last game on Sunday, and so it's a really impressive start for her. But we've tried to, get her going and put a lot of confidence in her to be confident in herself.
Coach, you return a senior goalkeeper, Ashley Hildreth. She's been honored in the LIC Awards twice already in her career. What's it like having a veteran in there, and what type of confidence do you have in her?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. When I first came in, Ashley was a freshman for us, and she was our only goalie on the roster for a hot second, and then we had a backup goalie, then we lost another backup goalie. So Ashley's has the most experience probably any college goalkeeper could potentially have. What we've built with her is just that she's the backbone of our defense, and where we've helped her excel is her leadership on the field. Junior and senior year has definitely been a huge step up for her in confidence-wise, and then also just being, again, the backbone of our defense, communicating to our defense, and keeping their spirits high, especially with the season that we had last year. So she's been a huge help to us, huge communicator, and I've just been really proud of her development.
Coach, you guys head out to Colorado for a spring break trip. Colorado College, a beautiful place to play with the Rocky Mountains in the backdrop. Talk about what that's going to be like taking on RPI and Colorado College out there.
Yeah, so we're definitely always looking for strength of schedule, and for spring break, we're always trying to play top competition. RPI hasn't played in 2 years, just with COVID and their regulations as a university. But Colorado College has predominantly gotten top 25 votes, so that's going to be a tough competition. We haven't been able to scout them just yet this year. They play, I believe, their first game on Saturday against Illinois Wesleyan, which will be a good view for us because within region, we've watched Illinois Wesleyan a lot, so it'll be a great comparison for us, but great competition. It's going to be a tough and challenging spring break, but we'll be able to see the mountains too, so hopefully they can smile.
Coach, you guys talk about the region. Let's talk about the OAC a little bit. You guys received a first-place vote in the preseason poll. Talk about your expectations for this team in the OAC and what the landscape's kind of like for Jacket fans.
Yeah, it's definitely beginning to get more competitive. When I first came here, 4 years and change, it was always the top 4 teams was pretty set in stone. And so now with the development of the OAC, teams being around, it's definitely a lot more competitive than what it's been in the past, which is great for our conference, great for the region. But I'm excited about us getting that first place vote and finishing 4th based off, again, the season we had last year. But I know that the team is really, really hungry. We know our competitors. We know them. through and through, and I think the team is just really excited to get back and play and hopefully have a more normal season this year.
Any final thoughts on the preseason, Coach?
I think the team's been working really hard. We've been fortunate enough with the weather, too, so I can't complain. We've been able to get outside. I think the girls are really excited, and again, I'm already seeing growth every day, and we're developing more and more than what we did last year.
Make sure you watch out for these women. They have another home game coming up this weekend. Be sure to check them out. Thanks for your time, Coach.